This is BBC One, the home of Showbiz.
There she is, the international sex kitten of the 90s, Miss Lily Savage.
Well, thank you, good evening, and welcome to the show. I sound like Cilla Black, don't I?
Thank you, good evening, welcome to the show.
Do you know what I'm bloody sick of? This Millennium. Am I the only one, or are you lot sick of it as well? Yes! What's the fuss about the Millennium? I mean, it's only New Year's Eve. You go out, get blind drunk, wake up with a hangover at 4 o'clock the next day. I don't care whether it's the year 2000 or 1066, I'm not bothered. Spending all this money on Greenwich. Who the bloody hell's going to go to Greenwich for a nice house? I'm not. You can't get a cab home, can you? Bloody well, go over the river, these taxi drivers. Oh, no, sorry, love, I ain't going over the river. So you haven't got to row me over, you're going to drive me over. Shut it and take me. Anyway, I've had... I hate New Year's Eve. I always get the drunk who's just vomited who wants to kiss me. I like doing the okey cokey, because I always get to give our Veda the dead leg. You know, when you go in the middle. Cokey. I've had lots of lettuce. Please don't send me any more, because I don't like salad. Honestly, I don't. No, it was the hot weather. You know, they must have had loads under their frames. I was inundated with... You thought it had lettuce, didn't you? I've had loads of those as well. I got a letter off some fella today, and I opened it... Well, I'm assuming it was off a fella, and I just opened it, and it said, Whore of Babylon. Never even been to Babylon. Whore of Loretta Mar, I'll agree with you, but never Babylon. I've had another letter. I've got to read you this, because I get a letter off this fella every week. Oh, God, he's an idiot. His name's Clive. He's from Littlehampton. You won't be watching in Littlehampton. They haven't got tellies, for God's sake, and electricity. Look, there's a fairy on the front. Don't you hate cards like that? The fairies on the teddies and all that crap. It says, Dear Lily, can you help me? I don't know what to say when I meet a woman. I mean, don't say anything. Speak when you're spoken to. That's my advice. Certainly don't say, get your tits out for the lads. That's a big mistake. You know, if you're watching Clive now, you know what you could do? You could run after her down the street with a bunch of flowers, like that advert, and say, you're the most beautiful woman I've seen today. That's a good idea. Would you like that? Any women in the audience like that if a fella did that to you? I wouldn't have died of fright. Wouldn't you, though? Some stranger coming up to you with a bunch of weeds going, oh, get lost, for God's sake. I mean, don't do it at a party. You know what I mean? That's a big mistake, because there's nowhere to run, is there? At a party, you know, if you're running around the front room with a bunch of balloons in your hand, you look stupid. And don't do it after 7 o'clock at night in a deserted street. That is not a good idea. Because women today, well, they're a lot more forceful now, aren't they? They carry things in their handbags. Yes, you'll have to lose your ghoulies and have a broken nose. My mother said to me, and this is good advice for you at home. My mother said to me, she said, Lily, never go out without a pot of pepper in your handbag. And I've always stuck to that advice. I don't mean a little one, I mean one of them big wooden ones you get. If anybody gets laid, you just go, that's just them up. Anyway, let's back to Clive, see what he's got to say. What did you say when you met a man for the first time? He probably said, are you sure you're not a copper? I mean, this fella is pitiful. I've written to women all over the country via an introduction agency, and none have replied to me. Tell me honestly, Lil. That's a bit familiar, Lil. I wasn't christened Lil. I was christened Lillian May Veronica Savage, thank you. Myth to you. Stop bloody writing to me, you're driving me mad. Tell me honestly, Lil, is it because I'm 40, 6'6", red hair with a dental place, and live with me mum and breed mice? Probably, yes. I'm very shy and I dislike clubs, fashion and eating out. God, imagine going on a night out with that. For God's sake, liven up, will you? Our Veda, you know, she went to one of these introduction agencies. The first fella she met said he worked in television. He did. He was an engineer for radio rentals, but it wasn't quite what she was looking for. And you know what? Veda's got a kink. Seriously, she's she's a foot fetish. You know, foot fetish, you know, into feet. You can't wear flip-flops around the house with our Veda, honestly. I mean, for some women, it's a box of chocolates. With our Veda, it's a veruca. I mean, I'm telling you, she met this fella, and of course she was in her element. He was a chiropodist. So she thought, oh, I'm in here. Well, she'll have beautiful feet. He was Jewish as well, which meant he had lovely manners and a nice house. So they went to pictures, and our Veda thought she cracked it when this fella leant over to her and he said, Veda, would you like to come back to my house tonight? Our Veda was quivering. He said, I've got lots of foot spars. Our Veda thought, what? What he'd actually said was, he got lots of hut spar. I mean, he's Jewish. Ladies, are you satisfied with your towels? Or are they scratchy, uncomfortable, non-absorbent? Then maybe it's time for a change. We tried the ink test. Towel A absorbed the ink beautifully, while towel B was, well, not so effective. Therefore proving that our towels are super absorbent, comfortable, and very, very soft. I use them. So come on, girls, get your purses out now. Some beautiful Egyptian cotton towels in, you're getting enough habits. Well, we're all stood outside because we're desperate for a fag, and you see, the BBC's a no-smoking building, so you can't smoke in there. So consequently, the place is empty, everybody's outside having a ciggy. So this is why you can't get through when you ring up to complain, because we're all outside smoking. Anyway, you lot complaining. Well, as you've gathered, we're in a garden. Yes, Buster, come here. But we're in no ordinary garden, because this is the one and only Blue Peter Garden. Isn't that fabulous? I've got a lump on it. That's so exciting. I discovered it by accident last week because I was taking him out for a pee. Well, there's nowhere green round Shepherd's Bush, you see. There's nowhere, and he won't do it on concrete. He'll only do it on grass. You know, so I pick it up, like, afterwards with pooper scooper. Not. Can you pick a turd up? Because I can't, I'm sorry. I cannot pick a dog turd up in the street. I know this is a disgusting thing to talk about, but it's an issue we should discuss. I just can't do it. I pretend with a bit of tissue, I go, come on, boss, good boy, and then wave it over the bin. But, I mean, Katie Boyle bought me a pooper scooper, but it's a big plastic thing you put in your handbag, and you might forget. Imagine if you got caught with a turd in your handbag. You forgot it was there, and you pulled your hanky out at a Freemasons dinner and lunch and turd shop. I mean, you'd die, wouldn't you? Anyway, I'm digressing. We're in the Blue Peter Garden. This is hallowed ground. This takes me back because, I mean, don't know about you, I was mad on children's television. I was a huge fan of Susan Stranks on Magpie. And I named our Bunty after Bunty James on How, and I named our Jason after the Blue Peter cat, Jason. So there's a small world, isn't it? Come on, down here now and I'll show you the graves. This is where all the pets are buried. There's Patch, that little one. There's Petra. This is Jason the cat, who our Jason's named after. And this one here with the thing on the washing up bottle, that's Frida the tortoise. Do you remember her? She used to be called Fred until they discovered she was a woman trapped in a tortoise's body. So she was about a sex change, you know. And in this bush here, buried underneath it, deep in the ground, is the famous Blue Peter time capsule. I don't know when they buried it, but they buried it years ago. It was a time when the world was changing, you know. Man had just landed on the moon, Kennedy had been shot, Vietnam, the sexual revolution. So Blue Peter thought, we'll bury a time capsule for archaeologists to find in millions of years, and we'll put relevant information in it. So they put a Blue Peter annual, a badge, a copy of the Radio Times, and 2 pictures of Valerie Singleton. God knows what archaeologists are going to think when they dig that up. They're going to think it's some strange religious sect. And here's the Blue Peter shed. Look, it's got barbed wire. I mean, they're terrible. An old shed. I mean, you're not going to nick anything from that. Mind you, they nick anything these days. Oh! There's somebody in there. There's someone in that shed. I'm telling you, there's somebody in this shed. Look, have a look. Look. The door's padlocked. Hang on, I'll get you out. Somebody's locked these people in this shed. Has anyone got a Swiss Army Stanley knife on them? I'll get this lock open like that. Useless. Wait, no. There we are. When I was at St. Luke's Reform School for girls, I held the record from picking the lock on the tuck shop. But it wasn't the tuck shop, it was the dispensary, but... Come on, out of there. What are you doing locked in a shed?
I was making an Advent crown.
OK, come on, fellas. Fruitcake. Come on, let's go back to the building. Sorry, you know, we just come out for a walk and... Hang on a minute. I know you. I do. You're Peter Purvis. You used to be on Blue Peter. You used to be big.
I am big. It's children's television that got small.
What are you doing locked in a shed?
Ah, well, this is where the BBC put all the Blue Peter presenters when they're all used up.
You lock it in the shed?
Yeah.
God's sake, it's disgusting waiting for the BBC. My God, what's going to happen to me? Like entertainment? I'm going to end up in the shed with the Crankies and Bobby Crush. Can I have a look?
Sure.
I won't frighten them.
No, no.
Oh, there's loads of people in there. God, that's shocking. Oh, my God, look at that poor old woman down the back. Is that Valerie Singleton sat on that little sack of milk bottle tops?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Sad.
Oh, my God, she's just sat there clutching a washing up bottle, humming to herself. This is terrible.
Daylight.
You're Tim Vincent. Now, hang on a minute, yo. You've done loads of things since you left Blue Peter.
Yeah, but they only allow me out once a week to do the clothes show. What do you reckon to this clobber? Fresh off the Paris catwalk. Lightweight material, ideal for barbecues.
God, this is all...
Excuse me. Your dog's digging up shit.
What's that? No, not great. It's a great. I'm sorry about this. Your dog's stuck at my... Ah!
Don't touch him! Don't touch him!
Why, what's up?
It's John Oakes. He's covered in sticky back plastic. Ready, Tim? Ready, do this?
I can't have this. This is shocking, for God's sake. I'm going to go to Amnesty. I'm going to go and get help. I'll get reinforcements.
Thank you.
Don't you worry.
Do get an adult to help you, though, won't you?
Oh, well, yeah. Anyway, listen, don't you worry. Just you say that, I'll go and get help.
Oh, you're going. Look, don't forget, next week I'll be showing you how to make your own Tracy Island.
Yeah, and I'll be interviewing a highly intelligent monkey from Regent's Park Zoo.
And Valerie Singleton, she'll still be talking to herself. Oh, and don't forget the Blue Peter appeal. Keep on sending in the stamps.
Yeah, see you on Monday.
Bye.
Shut up! I've got an important announcement to make. We're going down to Amnesty, the lot of us, to kick off. We're going to petition outside Parliament, because you'll never guess what I've just seen out there. All them poor bloody Blue Peter presenters locked up in a shed. There's dead animals buried everywhere. It's like a war crime, and God forgive me, I put my fag house on Chef's grave. I don't know what. What are you doing here?
We're having a discussion about monogamy.
What the bloody hell do you know about wood?
Monogamy, ma'am, you know, it means remaining faithful to the one partner.
And what the hell do you know about that?
About as much as you do. I had a good teacher.
Same old story. Oh, yes, I'm to blame for the failed marriage, am I?
Here we go.
Well, I suppose it's inevitable, you know. It's in the genes. I mean, you're going down the same road as I went down. It's not your fault, really. Have these been asking you questions?
Yeah, that's why it's called a discussion.
Mind your own bloody business asking my kids personal questions behind my back. Whose idea was this discussion?
Janice? Well, listen, I didn't tell them nothing. Oh, but I could have told him who his dad was.
Oh, mother of God, to be saying that.
Who is my dad, anyway?
Yeah, and where did Auntie Veda come from?
Shut up, will you, all these questions. We're not on the Crystal Rose show. Just shut up. Here in the family's private business in public. You see, our Veda's a mystery, really, you know, her whereabouts and how she came about is well, it's a great mystery. She's an enigma. Oh, I can't even say that, an enigma. Or is that something to loosen your bowel? No, that's an enigma. She's an enigma, our Veda, I'm telling you. She's not my blood sister. Well, I'll tell you where she came from. Your Auntie Veda was found in a cabbage patch.
Yeah.
She was. Somebody threw her over the railings of your granddad's allotments. She went smack, straight bang into there to a big load of Savoy cabbage. Your granddad brought her home wrapped in a little leaf. She was 16, like, but she just got paid and she was a good laugh, so we kept her. No, she's not a blood sister, guaranteed, that woman. But she's the wind beneath my wings, I'm telling you.
Who was my father?
I can't say, can I, in front of 29 million viewers and all these people? Oh, all right, you've got a right to know, I'll tell you. Get down, you. Come here.
Who?
It's quite right. Elvis. It's true, being half-baths years ago. He got me behind there in his tracksuit. He went, and I was gone. Anyway, enough of this. Come on, now we're all here. Let's do the old act. Yes?
Oh, no.
No, come on. You see, years ago, we used to do an act, the Von Savage Family Singers. Round all, like, the Catholic social clubs and jamborees and Boy Scout things. You know, we could have been huge.
Humiliating.
Oh, it's dead old-fashioned.
It is not old-fashioned. It's good, clean family entertainment, and they want more of it on the television instead of the filth they keep on showing. Now, go on, go and get ready. Go on, move it. Go on, chop, chop. Thank you very much. Janet, bring Kylie. That's our Bunty's little girl. Yeah, she's got a baby, which makes me a babysitter. No, wait, and before I do this, I need to borrow something a bit dowdy, you know, like a Mac. Has anyone got a Mac on them I can borrow? Little Mac, British Home Stores, Polycotton, yes? Have a little look now. Has anyone got a Mac I could borrow? A Macintosh? I can't wear a gentleman's clothes, I don't go for that kind of thing. You got a nice Mac. Do you mind if I borrow your Mac, love? Are you sure? Yeah. You emptied the pockets? I don't want to find old dog ends and porn tickets, do I? Right, I've got me Mac, thank you. Right. Now, I'm going to do a medley now of beautiful songs that we did used to sing when we were the Von Savage family singers. So that's why I need this Mac, you see, to make me look dowdy. Jesus, what have you been doing in this? It stinks. Oh, God, you let the dog sleep on it. What's these little splatters and stains? See, that's why I wear PVC. You can wipe anything off, I tell you. Anything that comes at you, off it goes. This is a beautiful song that was made famous by a fellow Liverpudlian. You know. I'd like to sing it for you now with the youngest member of our family, my lovely little granddaughter, Carly Marie, here in the pram. You ready, my darling? So if you would, please, Dave, the old act. Thank you very much.
Oh, you are a mucky kid, dirty ass, a dustbin lid. When he hears the things that you did, you get a bell on the door.
I have your father's note, so crimson in the lighted clothes.
If you're not asleep when the booze is closed, you'll get a belt from your door.
You'll get a belt from your door. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to the only male member of my family, Jason Ozzy Savage, my son. Thank you. Sing properly, do you hear? Like, of course you can, do it. Just bloody do it and don't argue. Climb upon my knee, sonny boy. Though you're only 3, sonny boy. There's no way of knowing, there's no way of showing what you mean to me, sonny boy. When there are grey skies.
Well, don't you mind in the least?
Pardon? I couldn't hear you. If I can't hear you and they can't hear you, how are 29 million viewers at home going to hear you? Enunciate. You ready? When there are grey skies.
What don't you mind in the least?
I don't mind the grey skies.
What will I do to them?
You will make them blue.
What's my name?
Sonny boy.
What will friends do?
Friends may forsake me.
What will you let them do?
Let them all forsake me.
Because who will you have in the end?
I'll still have you.
What's my name?
Sonny boy.
Where am I sent from?
You're sent from heaven.
Have I got any particular worth?
And I know your worth.
What have I made?
You've made a heaven.
For who, right, where and what?
For me right here on earth. God bless you. When I'm old and grey, dear. Can we just rip your head off and urinate on your neck? We'll try that again, shall we? When I'm old and grey, dear. Say it.
Do you want me to promise you something?
Promise you won't stray, dear.
Give me a good reason.
Because I'll kick you, won't be able to walk. I'll still have you.
What's my name?
Sonny boy. Gentlemen, I'd like you to meet another member of the Von Savage family singers, my lovely daughter, Bunty. And as the old saying goes, What's in the bitch comes out in the pup.
Let me entertain you. Let me make you smile. My mother said never go all the way on a first date. Then again, I'm not my mother. Let me entertain you, and we'll have a real good time. Yes, sir. Now we'll have a real good
Bloody hell do you think you're doing, you trollop? You're supposed to go, let me entertain you, let me. That's why you're not tap lessons, cost me a fortune.
I'm not doing tap.
Stuck there with your chest hanging out half naked, I don't know where you get it from. Look at it, for God's sake. We're going to do the act as written, right? Now stand there and we're going to sing it. Dave, the old act, please, thank you. Now, my little girl came up to me in the kitchen the other evening while I was fixing supper. And she handed me a piece of paper she'd been writing on, and after wiping my hands on my apron, I read it, and this is what it said.
Okay, for mowing the lawn, I want a £5. For going to the offie for you, I want £2. For making the beds all week, I'll have another £5. Oh yeah, and for minding my little brother while you went out to shop, £20. I'll have it now.
Well, I looked at her standing there, expectantly, and 1,000 memories crossed my mind. So I took the paying and turned the paper over, and this is what I wrote. For the times that I carried you, growing inside of me, no charge. For the man...
What? Charge? It's absolutely shocking, that. When have you ever not charged?
You hard-faced mare. What do you think?
What about you doing punters?
I do not do punters, thank you very much. I'm a retired social consultant. No, I mean about the song, you know.
Well, it's a bit corny, isn't it?
Well, go on, be honest.
It's a load of crap.
Crap! Tammy Wynette, crap! Tammy, country and western Tammy, who was dragged up in some miscreant hillbilly shack with 49 brothers and 12 sisters, crap! Tammy who didn't know... Tammy who didn't know... Shammy Davis Jr. Tammy who didn't know what a toilet was till she was 30. She never used toilet paper, you know, that woman. Honestly. She used to use an old dock leaf. Sometimes a wipe of the donkey's ear if they were lucky. Poor Tammy who suffered. Tammy who's had heartache, and it comes out in the lyrics, not like that rubbish you listen to.
You're just old-fashioned, man.
I am not.
Look, do you even know who Snoop Doggy Dogg is?
Yeah,
Yeah, who?
I've forgotten, you know.
See? Oh, come on, Jason, we're not making a show of ourselves.
Hang on a minute, little Miss Hip Hop and Mr. Cool. There's nothing I don't know about music. Before you were even born, me and our Veda were in a band. Oh, yes, we were there. Birth of punk.
Bertha Root?
The birth of punk. This is the education system for you these days, you see. Punk, you know, Jane County and the Electric Chairs, Sid Vicious, the Sex Pistols, Polystyrene. Do you remember her? She had a big hit with Oh Bondage Up Yours. Do you remember that? Oh Bondage Up Yours. No? I mean, me and Arvida were in a band, you know. It was called Bloody Molly and the Rickets. You know, Buddy Holly and the get it? Rickets. Oh, God. Arvida was a drummer them days. She was called Veda Scabies. I was the lead vocalist. We had a hit song with a thing called I've Got a Cold. Fabulous lyrics. Snot on the bed sheet, snot on the floor, snot all over the bedroom door, I've got a cold. They loved it. Punk.
But, man, listen, that was then. This is now.
Punk is dead.
Never. No, not for some old rockers. Punk never died. Hit it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jason, I've got something to tell you. Do you know when I said Elvis Presley was your dad?
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
What?
I was lying.
Is it any wonder I'm a registered psychopath?
Hey, you know, everyone's got your qualifications, son.
Mum, I'm not spending my 18th in your poxy dressing room. I'm going out.
No, you are not. You're spending it in here with your family.
Mum, I've been in the nick for a long time. I've got some catching up to do. I want to go out on the pull.
On the pull? On the pull? I hope you're using something.
Tom.
You know what I mean. I don't want no slapper banging on my door saying she's pregnant. You still seeing that, Franny? God, acky cow. Now, that's a slapper. She slaps around like a flip-flop on a marble tile. You don't need a Durex with that one. You need a sheep dip.
Mum, he's here.
Oh, mother of God. Who?
Well, haven't you told him yet? Well, if you don't, I will, you know.
Jason, listen to me. 18 years ago, I met a pub pianist called Reg. Get the door.
Will you go?
Get the door. Jason, meet your father. No, I don't know. 18 years I've struggled as a single mother. Not a sodden shilling. I've been working all the hours God sends while you've been jet-setting around the world.
I'm not his father.
Oh! How can you sit there hard-faced and say that you are not his father?
I am not his father.
Elton John. 18 years ago, we were in Rose Long's four-berth caravan in Talacca, North Wales, and you had your way with me.
It wasn't you.
What do you mean it wasn't me?
I didn't have my way with you.
Who are you going with, then?
I had my way with Vera. Your sister.
My sister Veda.
Yeah,
You went with my sister Veda.
I did.
You preferred our Veda to me.
Yeah. If I remember it correctly, you were with Lovelace Watkins.
Lovelace Watkins. Oh, well, I'm sorry to bother you. It's been terrible all these years.
Were up to before they were famous.
You talk as though you had a choice.
Brace yourself, Auntie's showing her bloomers. Pompo and Clegg are having a smashing time, but Victor's door is always open.
Been quite a while since you had an upright, so your wife was saying.
No obstacles for our Vicar of Dibley.
Please feel free to just step right over them.
While Wogan's blankety blank is in safe hands.
I like older men, you know. Well, they're always more grateful.
And the detectives are way out west.
I ain't yellow.
Oh! Christmas comedy on BBC One.
First on BBC Two, Rub Those Thighs.